Warning: this series includes foul language, statements, and more. Viewer distraction is advised. Hey, what's going on, Megabytes? Dark Mega here, with another episode of Annoying Alex. In the last episode, Alex noticed the second number to the combination. I wonder what will happen with Alex. Let's find out in this episode of Annoying Alex. Alex and Tango talks about history, Al-Qaeda, and COVID-19. Enjoy. Welcome to our final Alex Talks About History, and I'm here with Tango.
Let's finish this.
Al-Qaeda operates as a network of Islamic extremists and Salafist jihadists. The organization has been designated as a terrorist group by the United Nations Security Council, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, the European Union, the United States, China, the United Kingdom, Russia, India, and various other countries, see below. Al-Qaeda has mounted attacks on non-military and military targets in various countries, including the 1998 United States Embassy bombings, the September 11th attacks, and the 2002 Bali bombings.
The United States government responded to the September 11 attacks by launching the War on Terror, which sought to undermine Al-Qaeda and its allies. The deaths of key leaders, including that of Osama bin Laden, have led Al-Qaeda's operations to shift from top-down organization and planning of attacks, to the planning of attacks which are carried out by a loose network of associated groups and lone wolf operators.
Al-Qaeda members believe a Christian-Jewish alliance is conspiring to destroy Islam. As Salafist jihadists, members of Al-Qaeda believe that killing non-combatants is religiously sanctioned. Al-Qaeda also opposes what it regards as man-made laws, and wants to replace them with a strict form of Sharia law.
Al-Qaeda has carried out many attacks on people whom it considers kafir. It is also responsible for instigating sectarian violence among Muslims. Al-Qaeda regards liberal Muslims, Shias, Sufis and other sects as heretical, and its members and sympathizers have attacked their mosques and gatherings. Examples of sectarian attacks include the Yazidi community bombings, the Sadr city bombings, the Ashura massacre and the April 2007 Baghdad bombings.
Following the death of Osama bin Laden in 2011, the group has been led by Egyptian Ayman al-Zawahiri.
Symptoms of COVID-19 are variable, but often include fever, cough, headache, fatigue, breathing difficulties, and loss of smell and taste. Symptoms may begin 1 to 14 days after exposure to the virus. At least a third of people who are infected do not develop noticeable symptoms. Of those people who develop noticeable symptoms enough to be classed as patients, most 81% develop mild to moderate symptoms up to mild pneumonia, while 14% develop severe symptoms dyspnea, hypoxia, or more than 50% lung involvement on imaging, and 5% suffer critical symptoms respiratory failure, shock, or multi-organ dysfunction. Older people are at a higher risk of developing severe symptoms. Some people continue to experience a range of effects long COVID for months after recovery, and damage to organs has been observed. Multi-year studies are currently underway to further investigate the long-term effects of the disease.
Several testing methods have been developed to diagnose the disease. The standard diagnostic method is by detection of the virus nucleic acid by real-time reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction (RT-PCR), transcription-mediated amplification (TMA), or by reverse transcription loop-mediated isothermal amplification (RT-LAMP) from a nasopharyngeal swab.
Preventive measures include physical or social distancing, quarantining, ventilation of indoor spaces, covering coughs and sneezes, hand washing, and keeping unwashed hands away from the face. The use of face masks or coverings has been recommended in public settings to minimize the risk of transmissions. Several vaccines have been developed and many countries have initiated mass vaccination campaigns.
Although work is underway to develop drugs that inhibit the virus, the primary treatment is symptomatic. Management involves the treatment of symptoms, supportive care, isolation, and experimental measures. Okay, it's over. I'm finished with history talk time.
Okay, I'll be back, Alex. I have to go do something. Hello Zeke, what's up? So your new student needs a car. How old? 16? Yeah, okay. Laggy, a new student needs a car.
Damn! Tango just left.
To be continued. This is Season 8, Episode 5 of Annoying Alex. Next episode, Alex is going to kill Tango. This episode was called Alex and Tango Talks About History, Al-Qaeda, and COVID-19. Like, subscribe, and as always, stay mega safe.